Greetings, I'm Ben.
And I'm Ediz.
And today, what are we talking about?
Animal Kingdom.
So this was our second day in Florida.
Yeah. That's so good.
Okay, so what did you know? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, this was my favourite park when I went before.
Oh, okay.
Why
was it your favourite park?
I remember
before?
really loving the parade. And like that, and because all the characters came out in like safari gear and stuff. It was really cool.
Right.
But then, sadly...
There was no parade. We started with like a negative already. Yeah. Your favourite thing about the park last time wasn't even there anymore.
I know. I'm sorry.
I remember as a kid seeing, do you remember the adverts?
No.
On TV of like the tree like growing. It was like, I don't know if it was a library or somewhere, and then this tree just comes out of nowhere and it's like, come into Disney World, Animal Kingdom, and it was all like drums like and looks so freaking exciting.
Cool. So your expectations?
Yeah, so all I knew about it before is basically from that advert from the 90s, and it just looking epic. I knew there was animals and there was Disney, and there was a massive tree with all these animals carved into it. That's basically all I knew.
I didn't know that.
And before I went this time, people had told me about Avatar and
I didn't know
Pandora, like how amazing it was.
I didn't know that at all.
So I was excited. And we'd done our research and we found out that was going to be the people magnet.
Yeah. People magnet. So they say to get on like the big rides first, so that you kind of can skip the queues. So
because we tried to get a fast pass, and obviously we tried the day before.
Yeah. So they say to get there before the park opens, so that you're like the first lot in.
Yeah, they call it like the rope drop.
But we get there.
We thought we were proper early because what time did it open? 9, say?
9, I think it was 9.
And so what time did you get there? Like 5 to 9?
5 to 9.
And we were like patting ourselves on the back, like we're going to be the first ones here.
No,
bro. There was like 1,000 people already.
Well,
there.
we ran into the park.
There was like all these main things. We saw the tree. We were like, wow, but we're like, keep moving. We need to be the first in line. Casual. Yeah. We got to Pandora, the area.
It's insane.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Right.
It looked beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, we're gonna be first on the ride, like in the morning, and we get to like the queue, and they're like, oh, it's about a 70-minute wait from here.
Like some of these queues are so nice that it almost feels like part of the ride. Like I would happily just walk through and be like, that was a cool attraction. That looked really nice.
The queue is ridiculous. That's got to be one of the most amazing queues ever.
It's like inside a cave sort of area, and then it goes inside like the lab, like the Pandora lab, and it's just really cool. There's like a live avatar. What is it? A Navi? Navi? Is that what they're called?
Navi.
Navi.
What's an avatar?
Navi.
Nari.
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 Navi.
And it was all the little science experiments that are happening. There was a lot to look at. I was immersed in the world. So the ride was called Avatar: Flight of Passage.
The ride, I knew nothing about the ride at all. I didn't know it was a simulator.
It was the first simulator we went on, and it was the nuts.
It takes it to a whole new level, doesn't it?
A whole new level.
I don't know what to say, it's too epic.
What's cool is you're not just sat there in a chair with some goggles on going, oh. You're freaking actually riding something, and you can feel it almost
breathing.
Like breathing on you.
Not
like breathing
it's
on
breathing.
You. You can feel it breathing going.
So it like pushes against your legs,
and you get like little in your stomach.
You're like on the angle, so it feels like you're basically on top of it.
And you can literally look everywhere. It looks like you're flying. You go towards water, and you're like, but then as the wave comes past, you feel the water sort of mist past you.
It was mist past you.
Oh, because it missed. It was so good that it was one of the first rides. We were like one of the only rides when we came off, we felt the need to film our immediate reaction, which is this.
Hello. Oh.
So we've just got off the Avatar ride.
Sick.
I don't actually know what to say about
It's so good.
Literally.
It's like ruined all...
Any other ride?
Yeah,
so this is the first ride we've done at Disneyland, Animal Kingdom, sorry. I feel like we might just go home now. Literally so good! The air, the splashing, the 3D... Was it even 3D? I don't get it.
Yeah, it was like a simulator.
I felt like I rode an animal, whatever they're called, a banshee. It was sick. So basically in Pandora there's two main sort of attractions. When we first arrived at the park, the flight of passage the queue was maybe an hour, and the water ride, which is called
30 minutes?
Navi River Journey,
40 minutes?
no, it was like 5-10 minutes when we first got there. I remember seeing it, but we were like,
That was
well,
awesome.
this one's still going to go up, that one's not, maybe, I don't know. I think,
Made a mistake there.
because everyone knows to go to the flight of Navi first, flight of passage, I mean, they're stupid names. The Banshee one, everyone knows to go to that one first, that no one went to the water ride first.
No.
So I think actually do the water ride, queue 5 minutes,
Very
do
loose.
it, then go on the other one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was more like It's a Small World kind of vibe, wasn't it?
Exactly. It's small.
There's no ups or downs.
It's basically
Look at the
going
place.
through, going through the world. What's the world called?
No, Pandora.
Yeah, Pandora.
It is a thing.
No, right at the end of that ride, though.
Okay, we'll talk about that first. So there's no ups or downs, and I think if you're expecting an up or down, then maybe it's a bit boring. But it's beautiful. You're looking
All
around,
the colours and like the...
and it's basically like the river of Pandora. And then at the end, the best animatronic I've ever seen.
It was so real.
Almost a shame that you were moving past it. I wanted
I
to
wanted
stop
to
and look at it.
It was ridiculous. It looked like a real...
Avatar.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pandora was the first thing we did. Good start. It looks sick.
It's ridiculous. It's like... It's ridiculous. It's just...
Ridiculous.
Like, how...
What are you saying?
I don't know. The fact that it's just hovering in midair.
Who's hovering?
The Pandora.
What, on the water ride?
No, the scenery outside.
Oh, the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's insane.
It's a piece of
How
engineering.
does it get through like a hurricane? Because it has to be light enough for it to be held in the middle. But then surely a hurricane must just destroy that.
Tornado. Yeah, we don't know about that. We don't live that twist of life. So from there, we moved on to the land of Asia.
Yeah. It's not much there though, is there?
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing about Animal Kingdom. It's huge.
It's the biggest park.
We found this out later. It's like what, the biggest park in all of Florida, all of the world, something like that.
All of Florida.
Maybe the world.
No, it's not all... No.
Okay. Well, I don't know. But it's
can't
big.
remember. It's
And
big.
it's so big because they've got all the animal enclosures and stuff. But it means that you're walking around the areas and there's not as many attractions there to do because
just
it's
like
the
animals.
animals take up so much space. So Asia was like a big area, but there's 2 rides there, I think.
I don't know.
Well, there's Expedition Everest, which is a great ride.
So we get to the front of the queue.
Yeah, this was about to say.
And Ben was like, oh, cool. They put like a rain effect around like the whole ride. I was like, I don't think that's a thing.
Because before we got on this ride, it was a sunny day.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
And then it was just chucking.
Because it looked like, as you were getting onto the ride, it looked like it was like torrential rain. I was
Yeah.
like, this is cool. It's like
Like
the
the
rainforest
rainforest.
or something. But no, it was like torrential rain, like crazy, hard, hitting you in the face rain.
nowhere. And then it just got intense.
Yeah. So then as soon as you got out, I was like,
It's funny,
oh,
man.
I was like, is it? And then you go up, obviously,
like,
and then the rain is literally just like squirting in your face, and you're literally like, and literally, okay, let's do an impression of us on the ride. Ready? Where it's raining.
Oh.
I don't know what you did, but I'll do what I did. In 3, 2, 1. I don't know what that looks like.
I like this.
I'm there like this, you're like,
Give me the rain.
drench me.
Hey, all those vitamins.
So basically, it made the ride exciting, but I wasn't fully aware of what was happening at any time.
I loved it when it the rain.
I didn't know what was happening.
Because you just have to like commit like.
But
we're
you
gonna get
can't
wet.
look. You can't see
I know,
anywhere.
but it's like a free water ride.
It was horrible.
Great.
So then we were so wet, we decided to go on the water ride. Sure. Can you remember what happened on the water ride?
No. I didn't remember going on a water ride.
I mean, it was, in all honesty, we're filming this a couple months after we actually went there. We definitely went on the ride. I can't actually remember exactly what happened. I'm guessing it was good, but it wasn't that memorable.
Yeah. This one feels a bit like a Thorpe Park, Rumble Rapids kind of.
Yeah, it felt like more of a generic one, but I'm sure it was all like, scenery was nice,
Yeah.
whatever. When
So-
we got off that, did we then decide to go on Expedition Everest again?
We did do it twice. We
Yeah,
did it
yeah,
3
yeah.
times, didn't we?
Yeah, because basically the first time we did it, It was like a different ride. It was like a shock. It
could
was
see.
like 4D. It was like water everywhere. It was a lot. But yeah, the second time I went on it, it was a good ride. It was exciting. Actually, perhaps one of the best rides at the whole place.
In Animal Kingdom.
The fact, yeah, maybe Florida. It's in my top 10 of the rides we went to in Florida.
Yeah, my top 10. There's not that many crazy rides in Florida.
Yeah, it's not always about crazy rides. It wasn't the craziest of rides, but the theming. I missed my finger.
I didn't see it.
The theming, the theming, the rides, everything about it. It was really cool. A lot of this park isn't really Disney themed. Like most of the rides aren't. Like that could have been about a Disney film.
When
But
we was
it wasn't.
in Avatar, the thing we came across with the stamp book thing. She was like, "Here's your what's this bug?"
The up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's people stationed around like wilderness explorers.
Wilderness, that's what it's called, Wilderness Explorers, and you get like a little book. I liked it. I would have spent the whole day just going around and finding like getting my stamps.
Yeah, so you have to look, and each area's got its own like stamps you have to collect,
Yeah.
and to get the stamps you have to go up to the wilderness
And then you get a
explorers.
sticker.
Ooh.
Oh no, you get a sticker in the book. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was stickers rather than stamps.
Yeah.
But you go up to the wilderness explorers and they tell you about an animal or a plant or something.
The wilderness must be explored! Go, go!
So the only other thing that is in Asia is that we know about that we did was the Up bird show. And it was cool. It was like, so you just sit there and watch Russell and Doug from Up came out.
It's a good film, man.
It is a good film,
Really
isn't
good
it?
film.
Although I feel like, not to get into film reviews, the rest of the film doesn't quite match up to the
beginning,
first
like half
10
hour.
minutes, 20 minutes.
Half hour.
Okay, but as in
on.
literally the first bit about him and his wife.
Yeah, but that's sad.
Yeah. It makes a film.
but then-
Film should make you feel things.
Yeah.
So if it makes you feel sad, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I know, but then also the bit with the house, that's not till like at least 20 minutes and
Yeah,
30
that's cool.
minutes.
Basically, when they get to the place and it's all about Kevin, I wasn't as interested.
Yeah.
But we'll do film review sometime. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
The bird show was cool, but they brought out some like
Maybe it's-
vultures and eagles and parrots, and some of them were like kind of scary
It was
looking.
really scary. And then the birds like flying over your heads.
Yeah, and they
stuff.
fly around.
It was
It was
cool.
fun. It was cool.
I mean, if you want to sit down for like half hour.
Yeah, nice. So, do
Indiana Jones here.
you think Indiana Jones is in every single park?
It's Universal.
No, it's Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. Is it Disney?
Yeah, they said Disneyland Paris. Ding!
Oh no. So yeah, the bird show is really good. Recommend it. It's different.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I like birds.
I mean, they do poop. I did think it wasn't poop on me at one point. Poop. Yeah. I know. I was sort of saying that. I was like, this sounds weird.
Big poop mouth.
So yeah, Asia, done. Ticked. Boom.
Africa.
Hey, Africa.
We're walking through Africa. As we're walking through, stuff happens. So another cool thing about the park, we were saying about Magic Kingdom, stuff just happening.
Yeah.
There's a flash mob, there's a this, there's a that. And it's the same with Animal Kingdom. They're not really based on Disney things as much.
Yeah.
But so one of the first ones we saw was in Africa.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Please expand.
It's just like random footballers.
Yeah.
But it's so...
There's a bunch of guys just like having a little kick around, doing like kick ups, doing like little tricks.
I think the park will be more Disney themed.
They got us involved though, didn't they? Like in a little circle.
Yeah, it was fun, but I just felt like it was not... It shouldn't be there.
And then one guy stood on someone's shoulders. That was
random.
That was something. It was fun.
It was impressive. And also later on we found like a little area and there was like a whole like band thing. Which was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, but
And there were some girls like dancing up front,
Yeah.
getting everyone involved. That was fun.
again, really random.
Yeah, it's fun. So then I think the first thing we did in Africa was the safari. So this is the main reason why it's so big.
I actually remember going on a safari before and I remember being like in awe of it.
I mean, even this time you were like,
Yeah.
because it's all around you.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's cool that you're with a tour guide that gives you like all the little facts and stuff.
Yeah. And you can do a nighttime one, right?
Yes. We didn't,
We didn't have time.
but you could. That's
There's
cool.
a lot to do at that park.
A lot. We didn't get it all done in
We
one
got-
day. So then we'd done the bird show, but now it's time for a proper show. That's unfair. The bird show is a proper show. Rewind.
When the crowd say ball.
Selector. So then it was time for
I thought
The
that's quite offensive. Lion King.
Festival of the Lion King.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh.
So it's not like they're not telling the whole
it's
story of the Lion King.
Right. It's cool, man.
It is good. I didn't know if it was going to be like a budget version of the Broadway show or the West End show.
It's cool. There's like a little warm-up act with the 4 singers.
4 singers.
Remember the 4 singers? And they were like, had the side each one to like an animal like, rah.
Oh, and yeah, and one side had to be warthogs, which I think was unfair. Like, so one side had to make a lion noise, easy. Another one had, and then another side had to make giraffe noises. I think.
Again, who makes what sound?
Make a giraffe noise.
I
feel like that might be accurate. I was just gonna go.
I like the accuracy with the tongue thing. It's true, they do have that. It's like
blue.
What?
They have blue tongues.
No, they don't.
They do.
They don't.
They have bluish grey tongues.
Bluish grey tongues.
Fact. When the other sides had to make warthog noises, I think.
Yeah.
Like Pumbaa, make a warthog noise.
I don't know.
I feel like you make that noise. The
Oh, it's the
animals
main
are
animals.
in each corner. So what was the other one? So Pumbaa was here. We had a giraffe here. Simba was over there. Elephant. Make an elephant noise.
What? You do it, I did too.
I'm doing it, I'm not a fool.
It's sort of like, you know, in Harry Potter when they get the sweets and they're like...
That's sick.
We could do that now.
I can edit it in. Say a random animal.
Cheetah.
Okay, I want you to make the noise of a kookaburra.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's a bird.
It's a bird.
Yeah. Let's see how that works out. That'll be fun. Kookaburra.
The show was great.
I enjoyed myself. So it's almost like parade floats start coming out.
Yeah, from each corner.
Yeah, and then we got like monkeys doing like acrobats, like just people dressed up. The person who was doing Timon was living their best life. And so we'd be watching the show like over here, and then Timon was like at the corner at that point and
Like, giving it
like, no.
And he's like, proving out on the side. It was funny.
It was sick. We appreciate it.
That was the best part of the show for me.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it was a good show. It was fun. It was real fun. And the only other thing we did in Africa was keeping the Lion King theme. Rafiki's like train, Rafiki's Planet Watch. I think. So you get on a little train that's like facing sideways.
Yeah.
But anyway, the train goes to like a whole separate part of the park, and it had like a little play area, I think, for kids. And then it was like a conservation kind of building.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And
inside,
yeah,
was a random character.
There was Doc McStuffins, which is like a play Disney Junior character. So she was there, and what was weird was that there was someone doing a demonstration with a snake, maybe.
Yeah.
And there was all people sort of not crowded around, but sort of all stood around and sat around like watching this demonstration. And with these people stood around was like Doc McStuffins, just like stood.
Doc McStuffins.
Have I got that wrong?
That sounds so weird.
I think that's
Doc McStuffins.
she was like dressed as a doctor, right?
Why is her name Doc McStuffins? McStuffins.
Why is your name Ediz Mummet?
It's
It's not her fault. That's her neck.
It's anyone else. Soon to be star of Broadway sensation.
That is going in.
Doc McStuffin. Like something at McDonald's.
Yeah, I'll have the Doc McStuffin, please.
That's right. Dog McStuffin. What would you get? What was it? Sounds like dog McStuffin.
Yeah, I was thinking of a hot dog that's like stuffed with like cheese. And you bite into it and it like oozes out the end.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, awful visual.
Or McStuffing could be like Christmas stuffing. Dog McStuffin.
Okay, we're going to move on.
We met Timon.
We met Timon.
And we met Rafiki.
And we met Rafiki. So Timon was like back in Africa before we went to see The Lion King, and then we met Rafiki.
That was cool.
In Rafiki's Planet Watch, which secretly was the main reason I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Because what else was there? It was like
You
a
were like,
conservation
we
thing.
don't have to go to see Rafiki. And you were like...
So last time Ediz went, in 2008, it's like 10 years ago, he got an autograph book and went round and got everyone's autographs and then gave it to me for my birthday,
Because I know he's a massive geek.
was a lovely present. I think looking through it at all the different autographs, I remember seeing Rafiki's and thinking it was the sickest one.
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil, here we go. So, I remember thinking Pocahontas' was cool.
Badass.
Rafiki. Looking now, I don't think it's as good as I thought at the time. It's kind of just a mad squiggle, isn't it? So Rafiki's Planet Watch was cool, but to be fair, if we had more time, I would have spent more time walking around there. But we knew we had things we definitely wanted to do.
Yeah, and it's just
so we
animals.
only just animals. No, as in there's no ride. I knew what you're saying. Did you just make a face?
I made a face. Did you just shake your Tic Tacs at me? That's what you just reminded me of.
Did you just shake your Tic Tacs at me?
So, the next place we went to was DinoLand U.S.A. Actually, another highlight I forgot about. Finding Nemo the musical.
Oh. No, as in a highlight from the first time you went.
Yeah, from the first time I went.
Because I remember you talking about it a lot.
Yeah, it's just good. It's just so good.
Uh-huh.
I like it a lot.
Are you excited?
Really excited.
It's actually a legit a good musical.
It's like 45 minutes long. It's like a show.
Hold up, I just said something that's not factual. I just said it's actually a good musical. No, there's one good song in it.
It was good though.
No, it was good. I really enjoyed it, but I thought there'd be lots of catchy songs.
we said this.
I was looking forward to like listening to it on Spotify.
Yeah, it stops from being really boring.
Well, I don't know, because
And you push a story through them.
but yeah, it tries to tell basically the whole story of Finding Nemo in what, half an hour?
45 minutes.
45 minutes maybe. So because the story needs to race along, all of the songs are kind of like 30 seconds to a minute.
I like that. It's why is that?
But they're
bad?
barely songs. Because there's no chorus or anything.
But does that matter?
Yes,
Why?
because it's a musical.
Yeah, but
You go to a musical for the songs, and the songs weren't.
Yeah.
You didn't leave singing any songs apart from "Go with the Flow." That was the catchy song.
I love that.
None of the other songs are catchy.
There is no.
It was still sick.
No, there's one with the sharks, and it's like a bit like jazzy doing a song, and I don't like eating fish.
Come on, lyrics. Super fan.
Basically, the song that's really good is sung by.
You just said basically,
Go ahead.
and Hey Siri thought he was talking to you. So the main attraction of DinoLand is the dinosaur ride, like based on the movie Dinosaur, which I found out recently was not actually originally based on the movie. So it was originally just like a generic dinosaur ride, I think, and then they when the film came out, they tried to tie it into it because they thought the film was going to be a massive success. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But the queue, there was lots of like dinosaur things, and I mean, we like dinosaurs.
He likes dinosaurs.
I like dinosaurs.
I don't dislike dinosaurs. I just
Don't
don't
have
like them.
Dinosaurs are cool, man.
Yoshi the name, closing my game.
So I wanted to spend more time actually looking at all the fossils and the skeletons and stuff, but because there was literally no queue in front of
Like
us,
you have to just go.
yeah, you just keep walking. But the actual ride was cool, right?
I can't really remember it, to be honest with you. I feel like, are you in like a car? Oh yeah, you're getting chased. Oh no, you go into like some like futuristic thing.
So you go into a time machine,
Yeah,
and then eventually you're going back to like the dinosaurs
to try and get an egg or something.
yet to get Aladar, the iguanodon, back to what's the name of the one from the movie, back to the present day, so they can be friends with him.
Yeah, it was good.
So then we went on there was a roller coaster again with like hardly any queue.
Oh, I do remember.
World. It's called Primeval World. It's like 4 of you in a row, and you're like in a little sort of pod.
It's like those classic like fairground rides where you shoot off the end. It's like, zoom.
Like as you turn the corner, you're like,
Yeah, that's cool. Actually, one of my favourites of the day.
Ediz and Ben recommendation. That could be a thing. Ediz and Ben,
Ediz and Ben
recommendation. We'll never do that. You know, in Sonic 2 on Mega Drive, dun, 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 dun.
Really Sonic.
At the beginning when Sonic and Tails come up and they're like, ding, and then you come up and go,
Ding.
cool. I was gonna like edit it together to make it a thing, but
Okay,
I don't know if I
do it
will now.
again.
No.
I was just trying to be funny. So the last area we went to was Discovery Island, and it was good. We went to It's a Bug's Life.
It's a small no. It's tough to be a bug.
That was subtle.
Just read it.
It's tough to be a bug, which I remember from before. Last time I was there, it being good.
I feel like when they made it, with like the park, they thought Dinosaur was going to be like a massive film. They thought A Bug's Life was going to be like the next best film ever. And like what, 20 years on, no one really cares about either of those films. Let's be honest.
It's 4D, and it's pretty cool.
Was this the spider?
Yeah,
I could see it.
it's dated. I think it feels really dated.
It did, and I don't really know why. I can't put my finger on why it did.
For me, it just hasn't changed in 10 years.
Maybe that's why it's just literally dated.
Yeah.
So it was fine. It was cool. Whatever. Bug's Life. Great.
Leave them alone, they have poo-poo hands!
There's no fireworks at the park because don't want to disturb the animals.
Did we not see fireworks?
There's none at Animal Kingdom.
Wasn't there two shows? Oh, wait, no.
There's two shows. So the first one we watched was...
The Tree of Life.
Mm-hmm. And what did you think about this?
It was bad.
So they play like the Disney song,
Yeah.
and then they show like the real life animal,
So like the Lion King would be
actual lions, like footage of the actual lions being projected onto the tree, which is cool. But me being like the Disney geek wanted to see the actual cartoon animals then like turn into a real animal. I personally would have appreciated that much more.
And it was just a bit nothingy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't need to watch that. The evening show is like a water show, but like not water, it's like floats on water.
Yeah.
And like again, it wasn't Disney.
No.
Is that Disney music? I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
We'd had quite a hectic couple of days because as soon as we landed, we went to a Beyonce and Jay-Z concert. Very casual. Then we woke up early, spent all day at Magic Kingdom.
So we were quite tired by this point. That was the worst show.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't super exciting. It was just very peaceful and like, we are the world, we are the children. What we thought would make it better was insert some Disney magic. We clearly just want some more Disney magic.
Disney, you go for Disney. You go for Disney, like.
Yeah, and so we're all on boats and stuff, all coming out. Who would be a perfect choice?
Moana.
I am Moana.
Because we hadn't seen anything to do with Moana. I thought Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh, it was literally only when I saw those boats coming out, I was like, is Moana going to come out? That'd be sick. And sings a little song.
I was asleep. But it's always a nice end of the day. No matter
Yeah,
what.
it was nice. It was peaceful.
no.
It was chilled.
It's just we had higher expectations.
But if you go in thinking, it's just been a nice, chilled little thing, then I'm sure you're going to love it. So that was our day at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
What was your best ride?
It has to be Pandora.
Yeah.
The Flight of the Banshee, which isn't called Flight of the Banshee. The Avatar ride.
Yeah. I was going to say Expedition Everest.
Yeah, they're the two highlights.
So then you said the Flight of the Avatar's Passage. And yeah, it's absolutely that. 100%. Hands down.
Yeah,
No question.
we did it again.
Yep. And I'll do it again.
Yeah, you can.
Hell yeah. What was your least favourite ride?
I think it was the dinosaur ride.
That makes me sad. I really liked that.
I just didn't remember it.
You didn't remember the water ride we did, the River Rapids one?
Yeah, I guess. No. I just think it's dated.
Okay, well, it's similar to what I think probably the one I enjoyed the least was A Bug's Life. It's a Bug's Small Life. All the rides at this place don't have good names.
It's a Bug's Life.
It's tough to be a
be
bug. It was fine. I enjoyed it, but if we're going with the one I enjoyed the least, I would say probably that.
Well, I think they're the worst two, so we kind of covered both grounds.
I like Dinosaur. You're a liar. I like it. What was your highlight of the day?
It has to be Pandora. I do like, obviously, Finding Nemo and stuff and Lion King, but I've done it before, so...
Yeah, same for me. Highlight of the day.
So that was our full day of Animal Kingdom, which was our second day. And yeah,
Yeah.
exceeded your expectations, and I mean, Pandora exceeded mine. That's
Yeah.
basically the main thing to take away from this whole video.
Uh-huh.
Is Avatar.
Do you guys agree with what we were saying about Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
Do you not? Do you have different experiences?
You hate Avatar?
I would like to hear from someone who didn't like Avatar. I will fully have a conversation with you. So leave us a comment
Like,
and press the subscribe button. That's what people say, isn't it?
somewhere down here. Here.
Yeah, and check out our other videos. I think there's only 2 at the moment, but you know,
Yeah.
knock yourselves out.
Hope you enjoy, and see you soon.
Ediz recommendation.